Why are you single? You gotta think about that for a second.
I would say by choice right now. The options. Stuck on that line that a lot of women say men are as faithful as their options. The less options you have, the more faithful you may become. You know what I mean? She just like,
I don't know.
But
Okay,
that's
go
just
ahead.
well, that's what I say. If you got four choices, you can sit back and pretty much look at what's going on, and you know what I mean. Analyze this one,
Take
analyze
your
that
time
one.
choosing.
But if you have one person, you can really look at that one person and focus more. You know what I mean? I think that goes for men and women. The more options we have, our vision can become cloudy. There are things that run down and narrow the list. You can go with honesty, you can go with smoking, so the number becomes very low, and it gets even lower for you guys.
Yes,
You know what I
it
mean?
does.
Compared to because you have jail, you have homosexuality, you have a lot of things going on.
I'm single because I'm not ready to settle down yet. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like I got out of a relationship about a year ago, and I don't want to be out there and be a mess for somebody else. I don't want to be the bag lady. I don't want to be that. So I'm not ready yet.
I don't know. I think right now I'm just more focused on I feel like that's where a lot of my focus is, just on trying to, achieve this dream that I have. And I know it's not gonna be put together forever, but I'm hoping that when I get to that level, that somewhere along the line I've met somebody who, at some way we connected on some level, and maybe we can get together and just be old folks together. So I don't know, but nothing has really stuck out to me as lasting, and I think that's something I'm looking for, lasting.
I haven't approached anyone outside my race either.
Okay.
Haven't been, haven't been put in that scenario, in that scene, but I'm not close to it. If it happens, it happens. I need to be with someone who loves me for me. I'm gonna be there for the long haul overall. What color is her skin or where she was born or her nationality doesn't play a major part. You know what I mean? But I love black women. You know what I mean? So what's best for me is going to be what I'm going to go for. I want something that's good, for me, not to me.
Yeah, I'd say I'm open to interracial relationships. I prefer a man of my race, and that's African American. I prefer that, or from the diaspora. But it's true.
Pan African.
The Pan African, all that good stuff. I prefer that. But like Jermaine said, people come along, all different shapes and colors and stuff. So I prefer a black man though.
No answer.
I'm open. Hey, everybody, come on down. I feel like it's just not enough options for black women to be narrow-minded when it comes to race and dating. And I know that as overall we've been very, I love my black man. I want to be with a black man. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, if that's not what you can get, then you go with what can make you happy and who's coming around, who's knocking on the door.
Is it anyone's job to approach anyone else? Is it the man's job to approach the woman? Is it the woman's job?
I don't know if that's the case, but I believe a woman can make it known that she's interested. She don't have to approach. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we as men, we sit there and we want to know. We try to read your mind. Is there interest there? Is there some type of chemistry? Or are you trying to get to know me? Is it look? That look you give me right now.
A woman shouldn't approach a man because I feel like it's in a man's instinct to be hunters and conquerors. And if you take that away from a man, he's bored.
Well, you have some men out there that are passive.
But then
They're strong in other areas, but that one area you might be intimidating. Some women can be intimidating to approach. You know what I mean? And that man may be a hunter, maybe this and the third, but that one woman can seem unapproachable.
Once a woman approaches him, it's not going to go any further than possibly just sex.
It can go further because you women are at a strong disadvantage, and I think if women keep saying they're not going to approach men, they may just be single that much longer. You may be prolonging the inevitable because times are changing. Just like women are saying, we about our careers, about getting our money. How come a woman can't change to say, let me get to know you as a guy? I'm not saying go ask the man to marry you, but approaching a guy and say, let's go on a date, let's go hang out, whatever have you. Maybe a co-worker, maybe a friend, maybe a fellow comedian, so on and so forth. I don't think there's nothing wrong with asking a guy out on a date.
Do you get the impression that when you ask guys out that they think it's something other than you just want to go out and hang out? Do they think like automatically, okay, she asked me out, she's trying to
Get
it popping?
I think that depends on the woman. I think that depends on basically how your interaction with that man after that initial meeting. If you met him and and you hanging out every possible way you could be hanging out, and you all rubbing, grinding on him, then of course he gonna think she trying to get it popping. But if you meet him and you're taking it slow and you're really trying, that I feel like that lets him know, okay, this is not, this is at least not gonna be wham bam easy tap. But I guess he can answer that.
It falls on the conversation and the individual. It depends on where the man is at in his life, where the woman is at in her life. In a conversation, some conversations are just sex only. Some conversations are mixture with sex and church. Some conversations are mixed with sex, career. So it depends on the conversations that you're having as individuals. You know what I mean? So if you got my conversation going the whole time, we talking sex, sex, sex. If we do meet up for a first, second time, I'm basing our hookup on our conversation. If a man's in an area of his life where he just wants to have sex and he only view you as sex, that's all he's gonna see you as well as a woman. If she see you as a boy toy, that's all she's gonna view you as a boy toy. They say, I don't know, I'm not a woman, some women have men they date just for sex, some men they date just for money, some men that just take them out for dinner. The facial expressions have changed here in the conversation, and it goes both ways.
This bottled water, this is nice.
And there we go.
I think it's good to compartmentalize as long as you are being honest with everybody, or honest enough for everybody. Maybe the person that you just call up for certain times becomes the person that you start to really feel and you want to be with. Then I think it's good to communicate that when you're ready.
And I'd rather not do the date the 4 at a time, because everybody's gonna bring something different to the table. And then I'm gonna wanna have this from that one from that one, try to make one woman, and I'm not gonna have it. That one woman gonna end up being the 5th girl who wasn't even in the original 4.
I think for me, the whole Facebook and everything, it makes relationships a little impersonal. Like, I feel like guys don't call as much, or people feel like a text message is just as good as a call. It's not just as good. It's not the same thing. 2010, we've gotten away from what true dating and courtship is. It's about how can we make this as easy as possible to get exactly what I want.
I think technology, on the flip side, has made our world less private. Like, if you're Facebook friends with somebody that you're dating, I think that it can affect the relationship a lot, especially, when you're dating them, you're getting into that. It's like, okay, well, when are we going to say in a relationship on Facebook? Or when, if he didn't call me, but he's on Facebook, and I see his stats update, I'm like, well, why didn't you call me?
I think you should separate the two as far as technology and relationship. They shouldn't even go hand in hand. I have no problem with sending a woman a text 19 times a day, but I know how to pick up the phone and say what I gotta say. Some people hide behind their text messages. You don't know somebody's mood behind a text. You don't know how they feel. I don't know how you received it. I can say I love you, hope you feel better, and start an argument. You know what I mean? So we have to go back to picking up the phone. It has to be more personal.
Are you willing to do online dating?
I ain't doing no online dating now. If I meet you through Facebook,
No.
online dating.
No going out, not happening.
No, we're not doing none of that. I feel like if you can't find nobody where you at, really? Can't find nobody. What have you done in your town that you can't find nobody in your city?
I haven't yet, but I can't say that I'm not necessarily open to it, because, like we said, it's all about like diversifying your portfolio. Making sure you have all of these, you have options. So I haven't yet done it, but I can't say that I haven't done any online flirting on Facebook chat, on G-Chat. Hey, what's up? What's going on? And I haven't taken it to the point where I've met anybody, but I'm not gonna say I wouldn't.
I'd say trust.
I say communication.
I think for me, it's a combination of the two. It's honest communication for me. Like, you have to be the same person that you say that you are.
Thank you so much for joining us today.